game, kind of like with gold. I mean, nobody can know how much gold, like exact amount, how much gold there is, but they're out there mining it. And like, there's a slow release of gold onto the market, right? So same thing with crypto, like XRP, you can go on CoinMarketCap, you can look to see if it has a limited supply or not. Ethereum didn't have a limited supply before, but then they switched to proof of stake and then they're burning. And it still doesn't have a limited supply, actually. It only has a limited supply if like the amount of Ethereum that's burned is more than what's being issued onto the market. So there's pre-mined coins. So XRP is pre-mined. Like there's no mining involved. You can't issue more on. They have it locked up, like 50 billion of it that they casually like once a month will release. But something like Bitcoin, you know, the proof of work that as they mine the blocks every 10 minutes, more Bitcoin comes onto the market. So the pre-mined coins like XLM, XRP, theoretically, I believe are the better coins because you already know there's only going to be that much. And as the network develops more traction, they burned a little bit of XLM or XRP per transaction. So the more that there's transactions, the faster the rate of a decrease in the supply happens. And that I would call is like super sound money, where it's like it's deflationary, not inflationary in a sense.
Right. It's like a stock too. There's a finite number of shares that a company has. And even if they do a split or release more shares, it's a specific event. And so there's not an unlimited supply of shares for a company. Would you agree with that, Eric?
I think I would. Yeah. I mean, for somebody that plays in the stock market often, actually on a daily basis, that's why I love the weekends. I can take a second off from it. Not like crypto, right?
No, we're not lucky enough.
When dilutions and stuff like that happen, obviously that's what it's called in that, stock market's dilutions. It's just very specific. You know how much went into the market. You can make educated guesses based on the new market cap or even maybe the same market cap, doing reverse splits or forward splits, things like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe there's one slight difference where it's like, with a blockchain protocol, it being decentralized, like heavily decentralized, whereas like, a stock, I mean, there's probably a majority ownership there where they could be like what happened with the AMC thing, where they just like, all right, we're doing a stock split. We're just doing it, that like, they don't have to get a wide consensus decentralized across the world to be able
the ApeCoin thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if?
So yeah, there's that kind of concern when it comes to the traditional system as well too. But I envision a world not so far away here where like these stocks are going to be tokenized. So they're tokenized securities, STO, security token offerings, instead of IPOs, initial public offerings, where now you're going to have like people that hold the tokenized security of AMC. But navigating bull markets versus navigating bear markets. So tips for that?
Yeah, just your general thoughts on, because they say that everybody is an investing genius during a bull market. Mm-hmm. And of course, it's during the bear market that the money is made, in the sense that we make those meaningful investments then. But yeah, I just wanted to hear your thoughts for the more amateur or new or tentative investors about how they should navigate this bear market, because you have to be patient and you have to get used to seeing red a lot of days.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It can definitely hammer you down your moods when you see red every day for a year straight, and see what you invested in at the top go down to not even close to where it was at. Right. I would say my best word of advice to people new to markets, or even just new to crypto, because like you don't casually see this in the stock market every day too. You don't see 75% downs, 80% downs. Nope. Yeah. So like getting into crypto, I feel like is the best form of learning markets, to be honest, and getting your bones, really like getting your bones as far as like being able to handle drawdowns like this. I think if it's your first bear market, it's good for you in a sense to ultimately kind of appreciate the reward when it comes, because everybody just wants to make $1 million super quick. But like, if you can't ride out the bear market to get that, you can't ride a 80% drawdown to get the 1,000% gain, 20,000% gain, whatever it may be, then like when you ultimately do get those gains, you're going to lose it so quick, and you're not going to appreciate what could come after those gains, right? Like nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. And for you also have to assess the time spent and like the analysts believe in, and a lot of learning. This is time to learn and really like understand the market mechanics. I can't believe some people that have been in this space for as long as maybe even I have been in and haven't even taken the time to learn art. I don't get that, because like you're just really just leaving it all up to hope at that point of like hoping it's going up and maybe saying, oh, it's going to go up right now, when like the chart is not saying that at all. Like, you know, I would say it's the best time to learn in bear markets and to stack. And then if you feel comfortable doing the pair-to-pair signals on a kind of macro viewpoint, that's the best way to go about it. Then with bull markets, be a little more greedy in a sense of like, just because you went through a year of going down, when it pops up a double and it starts going on its bull trend, don't be like, have that trauma of the bear market to take it out right away. Let that shit ride. And just watch the bigger picture trend of when it breaks, you know, like a, you know, uptrend of higher highs, higher lows. All right, then you can start getting a little cautious, but nothing is just going to break a uptrend and then just slam down 90%. It takes time for things to play out. So I would say bull markets, let it ride. Bear markets, learn and stack up and accumulate and take advantage of the pair-to-pair signals, swing trading.
Yeah, the pair-to-pair is fire in Stargate. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
XLM, baby.
XRP, Songbird. I'm waiting
for that. I know that one. I'm going to go hard into that when it flashes the 3-day, because that's just like such a layup as far as the signal goes. Sometimes it's hard to get like a layup, and that one is going to be a layup when it comes, especially with knowing there's a news or a catalyst coming like in 30 days. Definitely going to want to play that. So keep an eye on that in the Discord for sure.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And being willing to trade between two coins to where you're fine with holding either one. It's almost like when somebody buys an option, a call, when they're okay with purchasing the total contract if it goes bust.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So I like that idea. And so you really mitigate against the worst case scenario, and it's not a bad case scenario for you. So yeah, that makes a ton of sense. And it's funny because somebody asked me that the other day about the difference between navigating the markets, and it made me think to ask you, but in my kind of, jumbled answer, because I don't know about as many intricacies of the finance markets, I did tell them the bear market seems like a good time to just learn, like, experiment and learn about what kind of trader you are and get yourself situated with cold storage. And so that when the assets go up, you're not scrambling to like send stuff from exchanges and trying to do everything at the same time as everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. Now's the time to prepare. And really now's the time to start doing your calculations. Like if you paid for H bar at 50 cents, I mean, it's at 5 cents. What makes it any different now, besides it being 90% cheaper and actually getting more traction? Ain't shit changed, just the market dynamics did. Like I would start. So now we have data that we can evaluate as far as, all right, this is how I went about it when I, back in the bear market previously from this, loaded up, because I was like, all right, XRP was at $3 before. I know that it's solving a real world problem. They have the traction and the partnerships to back it up. They have the team and they have the advisors that are very tied up with traditional institutions and government, and they have a limited supply. So what I did was I was like, all right, how much money do I want to make? Right? Do I want 5 million, 10 million, $1 billion? Right? So now I'm just looking at, all right, how much money do I need to put in to be able to see that future value amount? So if I'm like, all right, I want $1 billion, and I know that XRP could hit $3 because it's already hit it before, but we already know like in time it will go up more. So let's say it could hit $100. Then I need what? Or say I want to make 100 million. I would need 1 million XRP. So with XRP, say back in March of 2020, being at what, 15 cents, right? I would need to find $150,000 to put in right at that bottom, and then I could just sit on it. But I mean, not many people are going to find $150,000 like that. But that's why it really comes down to your personal situation and what's realistic for you. And do you really need $100 million? Would 10 million be fine? Would $1 million be fine? Even $100,000 be fine? Let's say $100,000 you want. It went to $3 before, say like $5. Let's do $5 as to keep it easy. I mean, you would just need what? 20,000 XRP. So at 50, say 20 cents, is that like what? $10,000? Is it?
10,000.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about this whole thing, is that it's so inexpensive. We've already seen what's possible, and we're projecting it to kind of go better than that. So like the risk reward is insane right now. There's blood in the streets. It could get deeper, I guess, but definitely an awesome time to kind of dip in. If you're tuning into crypto right now, you're insanely lucky. Number one, your ignorance was bliss for the past, 5 to 10 years or whatever. But yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Like I think about the price levels that we're at now. I don't think about it I think about it like you save time. You could have not even been in the market for 2 years now, and you're buying back in as if it was 2 years ago. And so much has happened since then, where it's like, you're lucky if you're just getting in right now, but you also fail to experience getting your bones as far as the past year. So there is that trade-off. So if people were in it the past year, now it's like, all right, try to find some more money or do these peer-to-peer signals to accumulate more, especially when the price is low. Because we're talking about quantity of coins that you're holding with those punches of like, yeah, you're just a con man, fucking grease oil salesman. No, like, dude, listen up. Because like once you listen and even do your own research, always recommend people do their own research, like even just a little bit in, like just get a piece of it, because it's going to be life-changing. It really is. Like it's the only technology that you can actually, and core technology that you can actually own a direct piece of. It's like owning a piece of what's the internet protocols, Alan? Like TCP,
like HTTPS.
Like imagine
SSL.
if they had a coin, right? Imagine if TCP, IPVS had a coin that was limited in supply that you could own a piece of right now, and people weren't even building on websites yet. Brands that have that, you could own a piece of it. And that was the digital commodity that would allow Fox News, Apple to then build their websites on. That's the
right. And in a way, blockchain technology just cuts out the middleman, because you already do have to pay. Like what I was checking on today, TLS certification or certificate that you pay for, and you have to pay for web service. You have to pay for the domain, the HTTPS, all of those cryptography protocols. You do have to pay dollars for it, but they go through corporate intermediaries. Yeah. And so, if it were a direct coin, you would be able to cut out the middleman. And I'm already seeing certain smaller cap coins implementing this, like some, I forget the project, I'll have to pull it up, but it's a VPN network.
Orchid. Oh,
I think I think it's that, where you literally just buy the coin, and then that's what grants you like certificate access to the decentralized network, and it's an anonymity network.
Yeah.
So so your point about like a TCP coin, it works pretty well because people already pay dollars for it. It's just that it has to go through more, ironically, more energetically inefficient pathways now in order to get to, from dollars to cryptographic signature that allows for users to make an end-to-end encrypted connection to your site.
Yeah, 100%. It's so big, the opportunity. So like, it's hard to understand it until you dive into these little kind of comparison similarities to the regular internet. But once it clicks, you're like, holy shit. This is the first time I can get a part of an investment where only back in like the internet age, where only VCs, venture capital, the Stargate triad of everything you need to become successful in this market. And especially we've been XRP holders for 6-7 years now. So we've been through the riddles. We've been through the mud, because XRP holders got it handed to them over the past 6-7 years. And like we're taking everybody's, that influencer, this YouTuber, taking what they have taught, combining it all into one masterpiece and providing people with the tools that they need to actually become successful, and giving them the stuff to focus on, not any defensive stuff that, like, to me, like, FTX already happened. If you were in Stargate, you were warned ahead of time and you shouldn't have any assets on there. So now we're looking towards on an offensive approach is, all right, what's the next FTX? And we've already, we found what could be the next Black Swan. So we're looking forward to see how do we protect ourselves going forward, not dwelling on the past in a sense of like kind of the drama. We're not into drama over here. We're into getting in and getting out with no blood on our body in a sense.
Yeah, it's really fun. And not to mention like the indicator and stuff and just the technical stuff that we have, the proprietary products that we offer in the Discord once you're part of our team as well.
Yeah. And future product developments. I mean, like what we have in store for 2023 is just, it's going to be unfair in the sense of like what we're going to provide: autonomous bots, screeners, more indicators, combining them as well too. The XRP decentralized gateway to autonomously trade. Nobody's doing that. Show them to me.
Yeah, and maybe we'll collab.
Yeah, but until I see that, I'd rather us kind of do our thing and stay focused on what we know, what matters most in this market.
Yep. So obviously get in Stargate, get in the Discord.
Absolutely. Link will be in the bio.
Start there.
Also, too, we're doing the 12 days of Christmas special, I think, in a couple of days here.
Yeah. So
if you do join the Discord, go to the launch pad and then scroll all the way to the top, or we'll send another link in there. And if you click that link and you see the Stargaze 33 and the Stardust $44 memberships in there, then there's some spots left. So make sure you're getting in right away to claim your spot. If you don't see them there, then we're back up at the original pricing. So pull the trigger, man, pull the trigger. Going through the course videos is literally going through my crypto journey. You're literally putting on my shoes and walking through from when I first started to where we're at now. Like dead ass. I set it up in a sense of, because I'm good at retrieving the past and things that I've seen that just solidified like, yo, this is it. And that's why I went all in, and I walk you through the steps, step by step in the course of understanding it to where it makes sense. It's not just like this random thing, that random thing. It's step by step in order to have it all come together in a sense that you're just going to have that aha moment. Like, yeah, crypto is where I want to be. You're walking in my shoes. You're starting from day one. You're going through the fundamental concepts of the opportunity of crypto, why it's so big, why you need to get involved in it. For Agartha, I mean, we put our blood, sweat, and tears into that, baby.